Well, hi there. So you're overworked and you're underpaid and too scared to ask for a raise. Well, today I'm gonna give you a step-by-step guide so that you can ask for a raise and get the money that you deserve. Tip number 1, get over your fear of asking for a raise. Every single boss is expecting you to ask for a raise at your annual review. So you might as well try it and ask. The worst thing they can do is say no, so don't be afraid. Tip number 2, know your role and what it pays. So you can't just walk into your boss and be like, I want $1 billion. It just won't work. You have to keep your salary expectations within what your role is worth. So find out at your company what the max and min salary ranges are, and also do some homework. Go to monster.ca or Workopolis and see what other competitive firms are paying for your exact role. Tip number 3, make sure you're adding value. So if you're doing like the bare bones minimum, then it's not really likely that you're gonna get yourself a raise. But if you're a person that works their butt off and you've been putting in the time, make sure that you show them. Remember, companies hire employees to make them more profitable. So that's either by bringing in more money, like in a sales position or client service, or by saving them money on an operations job, HR, that kind of thing. Find out where you are on this spectrum and make sure that you show your work. How are you making them more profitable? And bring that in with you to the meeting when you ask for your raise. Tip number 4, make sure that your company can afford you. If your company's reining in its cash flow and they're not spending a lot of money, it's kind of unlikely that maybe you'll get that raise. It doesn't mean you can't ask, it just means that you should be adjusting your expectations a little bit. Tip number 5, negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Before you ask for your raise, figure out what number you actually want that you'd feel really satisfied with. And then when you go into your meeting, ask for $5,000 more. This way, if they say yes, gravy. If not, at least you leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room to go back and forth, and then you're still feeling satisfied when you leave the table. Tip number 6, be confident. Remember, you're worth it, especially if you're doing tip number 3. So this year at your annual review, make sure that you watch these 6 tips before you go in, and hopefully you'll get that $1 billion raise. Lots of people have terrifying bosses, and it makes it even scarier to ask for a raise. If you have a terrifying boss, let me know in the comments below. How scary was it? So you can subscribe if you hate asking for raises, if you like your job, or if you hate your job, if you like can-can dancing and potentially Starbucks coffee. Not sure why I said that, but I think you should subscribe if you like Starbucks.